The premiere of the first episode of Avataro Sentai Donbrothers is only a couple of days away, and while this news is a good almost 2 weeks old, now that we have some of the first quarter stuff about to drop, let's talk about the second quarter toy catalog, or toy listings at least, because thanks to Matt Hunt, as always, we have a full lineup of all of the stuff we can expect in the second quarter of toys, including who our Sixth Ranger is going to be, or at least a little bit about them, and including another kind of rival hero that's going to be showing up in the show. And all this is confirmed information. It is currently in stock, or well, not in stock, but up for pre-order on Tokullectibles, which will be linked in the description below. So let's go ahead and talk about quarter 2 of Avataro Sentai Donbrothers. Pardon that. There is an avalanche of Dino Fury figures in the background, and I just noticed it now. Yeah. So it's pretty much a tradition at this point that we start getting the second quarter toy listings before the show even premieres, or at least shortly after it premieres. And in this case with Donbrothers, we got it like 2 weeks before the show premieres. So this one is definitely an interesting kind of toy listings here, because usually we get the name of the Sixth Ranger, and this year we really have not gotten the name of the Sixth. We have what colors they're going to be. We also have a lot of other toys that do have names in the second quarter catalog, but we don't know the name of the actual Sixth Ranger, which is very interesting. Because like a year ago, we heard the name Two Kaiser. We knew he was going to be a Gokaiger, Shinkenger, and O-Ranger based hero, and that's exactly what we ended up getting in Zenkaiger. But here, all we have is just some colors and kind of some base things that the Ranger is going to have in the toy line. We'll go ahead and kick this off with kind of the centerpiece of the second quarter besides the Sixth Ranger stuff, and it's going to be the first proper Mecha, basically, for Donbrothers. Now, a lot of people have been asking, like, when are we going to get a typical Sentai Mecha or like a Zord in the show, since the whole show's whole gimmick so far is the alters, which is something that we'll be continuing with the second quarter catalog here. If you have been following the whole rumor and leak kind of thing for Donbrothers over the last couple of months, this mecha is something that we knew was coming around the beginning of the summer, and this is going to be the deluxe Don Onitagen, which will be releasing at the end of May for a very hefty 8,500 yen. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and read the description here. Standing at 50 centimeters tall, comparable to Zenroku Zenkaio from Zenkaiger, this is the Donbrothers exclusive first robot, combined from their 5 different mecha called Robotaro, which, if you're familiar with the whole different types of gears we're getting this year, Robotaros are those clear gold kind of gears that are based off of different Sentai mech. We've only seen one so far, and that is going to be a piece of the deluxe Avataro Gear Set 2, in which we are getting one for Don Zenkaio, but we are probably definitely going to get more of them thanks to the second quarter listings and also just the toy line in general. So Momo Robotaro is a humanoid type mecha the size of a Zenkaio formation and forms the head and torso. Oni Robotaro is a humanoid type mecha that forms the right leg. Saru Robotaro is a gorilla-type mecha that forms both arms and the left shoulder. Inu Robotaro is a dog-type mecha that forms the left leg. Kiji Robotaro is a bird-type mecha that forms the area above the shoulders. And there is a Kachidoki arms-like sword weapon that can be mounted on the shoulders and the right shoulder. So it goes on to talk about how this will be compatible with our second robot, which I assume is something we're going to be getting in the third quarter of Donbrothers stuff. But this is going to be basically the Sentai Mecha. Apparently, they are really going to be going hard on this toy to really make it something very appealing for Sentai, mecha collectors, especially for those who were not so happy about Donbrothers going with the alter motif and gimmick instead of typical Sentai Mecha that we've had for 40 years. So it's definitely a bit of a change of pace, but I think it's a welcome change of pace, and I'm very interested to see what Don Onitagen has to offer in terms of, we already kind of got a little bit of the description of it here, but I cannot wait to see pictures of this thing and what it does before I decide to pick it up, because right now I'm not going to pick it up. It sounds cool, but like, I'm here for the gears and the figures and stuff, and not so much the mecha for this line, but we'll just see what happens with it. But going forward, of course, we have our Sixth Ranger, which, like I said earlier, is not named in these listings. They are just called the Auxiliary Ranger Henshin item, figure, that kind of stuff. So we really have no idea exactly what they're going to be called, but we do know their colors. And the reason why I say colors is because we have a Lupin Ranger versus Pata Ranger situation on our hands here, where they are going to be one Ranger that has a Gold Ranger form and a Silver Ranger form. So very much like a Lupin X, Pata X sort of situation. though they're not really being split between two different teams. Like there, it made a lot of sense. You know, you had one, the thief team, one, the police team, and this one is going to be just the same member of the same team. But of course, here we have their henshin item, which is our new Ranger's henshin device. It can transform from a spear to an axe. It's going to be 4,800 yen and releasing in June. So that actually is a little later than our typical Six Ranger debuts. It's a little bit more going back to the older days of Six Ranger debuts, so probably closer to like episode 15 to 20 kind of range. Because if you remember Two Kaiser stuff, that came out in like April. So I'm totally good with this being a little bit later of an introduction for our Six Ranger. I'm totally good with that. We also have their Ranger weapon, which will be 4,500 yen, releasing the next month in July. And this one is very interesting for the gear that it comes with. So our new Ranger's personal weapon, outside of Ascension device, it is a shield. So that makes me think a lot of like Ho-Oh Soldier's shield, even though that was the transformation device for him, for that Six Ranger and Q Ranger. This is going to be a separate piece from just the transformation device. However, while we don't know exactly which gears are going to be coming with the transformation device, you can assume probably 2 gears, I would imagine. One for Gold Ranger form, one for Silver. But that shield is going to be coming with a Kiba Ranger Avataro gear, which opens a whole rabbit hole of possibilities. It's a whole Pandora's box of Sentai gears right there. Because that's a 6 Ranger, so if we're going to be getting 6 Ranger Avataro gears, oh boy. I cannot wait to see what that looks like though. I mean, I'm sure you can probably guess it's probably going to be like one of the typical red Avataro gears. Maybe it'd be a little bit different looking and have a picture of Kiba Ranger there. I don't know if this is just going to unlock like Die Ranger sounds, like if it will just have the gear notch pattern that's the typical Die Ranger, Sentai gear, or Avataro gear. It's certainly possible, but I'm very interested to see what happens with that because as of right now, it is our first and only 6 Ranger Avataro gear listed anywhere. So unless Candy Toy and Gashapon pick up the pace on that, we might only get that one, which would be very weird, but I'm interested to see what comes of that. And then, of course, if you'd like to buy the shield weapon and, of course, the transformation device weapon together, you can buy them in a big Narakiri set, which will be out in July once that shield weapon comes out. And that will be coming with the Kiba Ranger Avataro gear and whatever comes with the Changer. Of course, the Change Hero series figure line is going to be continuing with our 6th Ranger. And this is a Change Heroes figure set of our new Ranger's 2 Ranger forms. Overall, he has a Chinese mythology motif of some type, with his Gold Ranger form having a dragon motif, and his Silver Ranger form having a tiger motif. He changes his forehead and armor between the forms. So this makes me think that the Kiba Ranger gear could potentially have something to do with that tiger form because, well, we know Kiba Ranger is Tiger Zord themed, White Ranger Tiger Power and all that stuff. So it's very possible that maybe that gear would have something to do with it. Maybe he'll just be kind of Die Ranger themed in general, since we kind of have that Chinese mythology going on with Die Ranger, of course. So it's very possible he's a Die Ranger themed hero, kind of. I mean, that kind of sounds more like a Zenkaiger sort of thing that they did, because the Donbrothers are not based off of certain Sentais like Zenkaiger were. So I'm very interested to see what happens with him. But besides that, we have some more Change Hero stuff, a lot of Change Hero stuff actually, for different Ranger forms, and then of course the alters are part of the Change Hero series line, and we have at least 2 more alters that are based off of Legend Sentai for our second quarter. Before we dive over to those though, we do have the Momo Robotaro Change Hero series figure, which Momo Robotaro was what was mentioned to be part of Don Onitajin, so I'm not 100% sure how this differentiates with Don Onitajin. I'm not sure if that works with this figure or if there's like 2 different versions of it, like a posable kind of, Don Momotaro Robotaro thing in the Change Heroes, and there's like a not posable one in the Don Onitajin. I'm not 100% sure. There are 2 separate things in the listings here, but they do kind of reference the same thing twice. I don't know. It's weird. We do have the Change Heroes for an alter for the 6th Ranger, so that doesn't really say much. It's going to be just like how Don Momotaro has Don Momotaro alter. This 6th Ranger is going to have an alter form of some kind that will just be kind of their base alter to, clip other alters into, like the Resoldier alter and the Ninja alter. And while we don't know what either one of these looks like, it's pretty safe to assume that they are in fact going to be coming with the Ninja alter gear and the Resoldier alter gear. So those will be the translucent blue plastic gears that, we've gotten with the other alters, and a couple of them in the gear sets themselves. Now it does say here that the Ninja and the Resoldier alter are going to be able to connect and combine with both Don Momotaro alter and our 6th Ranger's alter form. There is going to be a special combo set of the Ninja alter with the 6th Ranger's alter form, but then you're going to have to buy Resoldiers on its own. But you can, buy them, combine them with everything. Based off of what we've seen with the alters, you can just make some weird random combinations of all the pieces and stuff anyway. So while there are going to be official combinations you can make with Don Momotaro and our upcoming 6th Ranger, you can really do whatever you want with any alter piece, and it's just going to be fun to get more of them here. But these are the only 2 alters that are listed in the second quarter, which adds at least 2 more to the list. But we are still not 100% sure how many alters we are actually supposed to be expecting for this show. After these 2 brand new alter gears, we are only going to be missing a couple for the post-Gokaiger teams to actually all have alter gears. So we're not sure if they're going to maybe come out in like a third or fourth quarter and actually get proper alter like change hero releases, like they're going to be something in the show, or if they'll just be like the Kyuranger one and the Kyuranger one, where it looks like they're not going to get like Mecha-like alters. Maybe they'll get some kind of ability alters, but their gears are not coming with another toy. They're coming in a gear set. And that definitely could be the case for some of the remaining alters we don't have, like Libra Ranger versus Palta Ranger, or Go Busters, Gokaiger, Kyoryuger. None of those have a confirmed gear alter release yet, whether it is with a toy or a gear set. Although we are going to be getting more gear sets, which we'll talk about in a second here, that some of those gears could pop up in and possibly deconfirm them getting proper alter toys. We don't really know yet what that means. We don't really know what it means for Kyuranger and Kyuramanger's alter gears to be in a set and not with an alter. Doesn't mean that they're not going to get alters, but I'm kind of thinking that that means that they aren't. We'll have to just wait and see what that actually ends up meaning. And kind of the big thing to talk about is the Change Hero series figure for the Rival Hero alter. So this looks like it's going to be some kind of evil ranger, possibly some kind of villainous character. I do believe Matt's confirmed that this is a purple ranger of some kind, so very much makes me think of like Stay Caesar from Zenkaiger. Very similar. It's almost like if we're going to get Stay Caesar getting an actual toy in the retail line. That's kind of the way I see it, at least. We don't know if this alter is going to come with any gears or anything like that, but we do know based off this description that they are going to have a ninja/shark motif. And we'll just kind of rapid fire through the last couple of toys here. We have the typical Sentai Vinyls for our 6th Ranger in both their Gold Ranger form and their Silver Ranger form. And then we're going to be getting 2 more Avataro Deluxe gear sets of 5 gears each. Deluxe Avataro Gear Set 5 and Set 6. And I'm looking at this here, and I'm blown away that I did not realize before that Gear Set 5 says that it comes with Avataro gears for Dragon Ranger and 2 Kaiser at the very least. How did I not see that? So Kiba Ranger is not the only 6th Ranger Avataro gear that we're getting, apparently. I don't know how I missed that completely. Oh, geez, they're going to do it, aren't they? They're going to release Avataro gears for all the 6ths. I kind of want them to do that. That would be kind of cool, but like, oh, no. Not this. Bandai, no. And with that, that is all the information on the Quarter 2 toys for Avataro Sentai Donbrothers. So, I'm pretty hyped about this. We'll see what I end up picking up. I'm trying to be a little selective with this toy line because I really would like to support it all, and I really want to collect all these gears again, but like, it's a lot. I need to prioritize Lightning Collection and stuff, but I'm going to get what I can, and I'll do videos on everything like that. Of course, if you guys would like to see it all, I'm going to be doing videos on it. I cannot wait to get my Donbrothers blaster and stuff next week, so that's going to be fun. I'm definitely going to be picking up that 6 Ranger Changer. I'm definitely going to be picking up gear sets 5 and 6, especially if they have 6 Ranger gears, and we'll see what I do about some of these alters and different Change Hero series figures and stuff. I'll definitely pick up the one for the 6th. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. What do you want the name for our 6th Ranger to be, I guess, since we don't technically know it yet? Same thing with this Rival Hero alter. What other gears would you like to see pop up in Gear Set 5 and Gear Set 6? Are you going to collect all these 6 Ranger gears we apparently are going to be getting? Are you going to be getting Deluxe Don Onitajin? Whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about it down in the comments below. And of course, like I said, you can check out all of these stuff for pre-order right now on Tokullectibles. It is all legitimate information. It is all stuff that is actually going to be coming out in like May, June, July of this year. Nothing later than July for any of these. And I'm pretty hyped for the show to start and hyped to see all this stuff, probably actual pictures of it in like a good month and a half or so. So yeah, until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LavenRangerKey or at LavenFigPR. And here we go. See you all later with Donbrothers stuff.